Hello, Opa. We're back with another video. We missed Zwift Stage 4, that race type of thing, because I didn't record that one. So instead of seeing Zwift Stage 4, we'll see what we have as a Zwift Crit race, which means it's just a multi-lap type of race. And I will be back with Zwift Stage 5 in the next video when I race that one. This one we got a special surprise. We've got Hunter joining us for the races now. This is a short, looks like 6-person race is what I meant. Short amount of people. Not a lot of people signed up for this race at this time, obviously, because a lot of people are doing like Zwift Stage 4 as their races. We've already done that. And late night time, not always the most popular time. So we got 6 people. I am the guy in blue with the number 15. Hunter is this guy in yellow running up ahead, thinking he's cooler than all of us. In the yellow and black, you can see his name pop up for a second, H. Heyman. And right now I'm riding his tail, but yeah, you can now decide who you want to root for, although you only have me as the main camera angle. Yep, so it's going to be a 4-lap race. I thought it was going to be the same lap each time. Maybe it is, and I just got confused. But there's 6 of us. We start off kind of fast. I think Hunter contributed to the pace being fast right at the start. And so we're all kind of together. It's kind of normal how a race goes. And then anytime there's a hill in a race, people love to race up hills. So the race is going to continue at speed to get over this hill. And right now we're just kind of getting a feel for who everybody is. But after this hill, I would just say something interesting happens. Something happens that you kind of expect to happen in these smaller amount of people races, but not always. But this race, you know, when you have this few people, things like this can happen. So I'll say it after we get over this hill, but right now putting in a big effort to get up and over the hill, staying in the front, seeing who's got legs, who wants to go any faster. Right now me and Hunter are in the front, but everybody of the 6 people seems to be together. Yeah, we get over the hill, now we get a downhill, we can recover. I'm doing a voiceover, but at the time right now, unlike the last race when I did Zwift Stage 4, I wasn't even sure if I really wanted to race tonight. I was tired, I was sore, I was semi-injured from soccer from a bit ago. But hopped on, I did it, and that hill I could feel my legs were tired. Anyway, so since I felt my legs were tired, I decided, yeah, I did a little bit of pulling to get us over the hill. I'm gonna try and save my energies, see if anybody else is feeling strong, and hop behind, you know, the others. And now we're going at a very comfortable rate. So even though I could feel my legs were tired, I wasn't like exactly tired from that hill. I was even thinking, I could be going harder right now. Maybe everybody else is just really weak in this group, and we're going so slow right now. I felt like maybe I should just go for an attack right now. But I said, if I'm gonna go for an attack, let's wait maybe until, I'm thinking in my head, let's wait maybe until lap 2 to go on an attack, really see how other people are playing the game. And I'm biking slowly, and all of a sudden I'm the one leading, eating the win. But not a big deal because, like I said, this race is going pretty slow. I would say for most of my races, I feel more comfortable when it's around like 220 to 230 watts. And that's like even easy for me. And then it's like if the race is at like if I have to do like 250 or 260 watts, that's like I can do that and be tired. And right now we're doing 180 watts. All right, that's what I'm doing. And so, to me, this is just a nice chill pace, even if I have tired legs. And so we're slowing down. It basically feels like we're walking. How slow it's going, because no one really wants to be in front. Like, I'm in front and I feel like I'm walking, and I'm like, why am I in front? I don't even feel this good this race, but I'm here because the pace is just so slow, and it wasn't even really doing that much damage to me being in front. In terms of people who's probably racing the best race, and I'll mention him a couple of times. It's this Moki guy in the back. He does a very good job of always being behind everybody. And so he's saving the most energy. He's behind me right now, right on my tail, and he's just perfectly saving energy. Maybe then a little bit caught off guard because it looks like, as I said, we've been walking the whole time. One guy goes on the attack. This attack was fine for me because I got to be in this guy's draft the whole way when they chased him down. So it looks like Green went on the attack. Hunter quickly passed him. But once he passed him, Green gave up the attack. Hunter didn't want to be in front anymore. And we all come flying past. And now I'm just zooming up in the front. And then I'm thinking, well, hey, I guess I'm in the front. I know it's on the downhill, but maybe I'll put in a little bit of attack just because I went past people. I think I should have made this decision sooner and should have just committed to the attack right away to try and get a gap. But it was really just a play on thing. I didn't really want to go solo yet. But I do think if there was an opportunity to, if I did put in down some big attacks there, I could have. Instead, I just kind of let my pace from catching up to people put me out front and maybe scare people into thinking I was going to attack, and maybe one person has to do a little bit of effort to chase people down. But the truth is, any efforts that I'm getting people to do to chase me down is negligible in the sense that once we're all grouped up together, no one wants to be in the front again, and we're going back to what I'm going to call, if we're below 180 watts, it's like walking pace. We are absolutely chilling. This is probably one of the slowest Zwift races you can do when people aren't attacking because no one wants to be in the front. Hills come, and as we know, when hills are here, everybody likes to attack hills. So you can expect the leg craze to pick up. And I can tell you, every time we go over these hills, yeah, I can feel a little bit tired. But it's like I'm not concerned about tiring myself out going up these hills because once we all get caught back up together, we know that the race slows down. Anyways, one guy really attacked on the hill, is starting to get a breakaway. He's the other guy that I'm concerned about this game, especially because of this move right here. P. Estil. You can just tell he wants the pace to be faster, but he doesn't want to do the work for everybody to make the pace faster. So he gave a little attack on the hill. That guy in the brown pants is Mochi. This is the first time I've really seen him in the front. Usually he's been chilling in the back the whole race. Racing a smart race. But clearly him coming over shows that he's also got legs to catch up when he thinks he's going to be caught off guard. But yeah, we catch him. The hill goes on for a little bit. But so now it's like normal pace, but no one really wants to be doing the work. It's just people like to pick up the pace when we're going over the hill. Anyways, yeah, we just keep kind of doing laps around this place, and we're enjoying our time. But yeah, once we're all grouped together, the race slows down. And this is kind of the pattern that persists. The race ends up getting kind of slow until someone attacks. We chase them down, but once we catch them, no one wants to do anything. I do think maybe if I was feeling a little bit different or whatever, the perfect times to attack is right after someone just attacked. So after that attack on the hill, if I came up and attacked right here or before here, you could get away. And I think if you did get away early on in this race, there's a good chance that could get away from as a solo breakaway to win the race. And the reason why that would work really well is because there's a lot, you can already tell, there's a lot of infighting between the six of us where no one wants to lead. So if you get away, well, the infighting I don't think will stop between the other five riders. Um, and yeah, they'll be fighting for not wanting to be in front while you just continue to push. And I think it is very doable, but everybody still has very strong legs, so you're gonna have to make sure that when you do get away, you get a big break and that you push hard for a bit. Different day, I do think that would have been the strategy, and I think the strategy would be to do it on this first lap early on is kind of the best time to do it. Um, Anyways, that's not exactly how this race goes. I'm going to speed up the race so that way you're not hearing me talk at this speed for forever. Alright, I've just speeded it up to 2 times speed, just so that this race can go a little bit faster. And you can, yeah, just so you're not here all the time. Not too much for me to be talking about. Once again, we're at this walking pace. No one wants to be in front right now, even though I boosted it up to 2 times speed, so it looks like we're going fast. To tell how fast we're going, you can just look at the watts in the top left corner. Yep, so here we go, up a little bit of a hill. Everybody pushes up a hill. So yeah, you can just kind of see when hills come, people like to speed up a little bit and then things get quieter. Part of the in-game thing that you could see right there, some guy just reached level 42. So that's what you saw flash on our screen. Um, but yeah, during this time, even though my legs are tired, I'm still thinking, wow, this race is slow. Um, even for me not feeling the best. So I'm like, I'm thinking about doing attacks. I'm thinking, oh, there's a hill coming up. Maybe I'll do an attack there. You can see Pia still. One reason why I was worried about him, just typed in yawn in the chat because because of how slow this race is. Like 110, this is now really walking pace. This is extra slow. Um, but everybody knows. No one wanted to be in front right at the hill, but here comes the hill. You can see we all kick up. I think I even said I wanted to attack on this hill, so I attacked. I gave it a little go. I went heavy, but I don't even think this was necessarily the best time to attack, but I went for it. I'm a lighter rider. I like hills. I go and attack, and I'm looking. I see there's some people. I know Pia still. I see rates on my tail, but I'm looking right in the bottom middle area, and I can see how many meters behind people are. I see Moki's the next one, 6 meters behind, and then some people after that, 12 meters. Looks like Hunter's coming back up, and they all caught my attack. I slowed down a bit, but that's what I'm looking at when I attack. Maybe I need a better camera angle to really look behind me to see who's following me. Um, but I'm looking to see if I got any gaps. And the truth is, everybody was really ready to be on it. I think everybody kind of knows when a hill comes time to attack. Right now, another reason why Pia Steele is kind of one of my concerns is he's picking up the pace a little bit right now for a little bit. We think maybe after this attack. Pace is getting picked up. Moki's like, okay, Pia Steele's taking a turn to pick up the pace. I'll take a turn to pick up the pace. And so pace has been picked up. I'm not sad about it. Like, obviously, I'm thinking my legs are tired, but at the same time, this is a race. It's meant to be a race. If there's a bunch of people, it's meant to go hard. Anyway, Moki finishes. I take my turn. I'm like, all right, if we're going to pick up the pace and do this, we'll all take turns and we'll do it right. So now I'm off the front and I'm picking up the pace. I'm the one keeping it going. Obviously, I don't think I was going quite as hard as maybe some of the others, and I feel like it's someone else's turn. I want to slow down. I was expecting really for it to be Hunter, But Pia still comes back, takes another turn, obviously realizing I'm going pretty slow, and I think wants to pick it up. I wouldn't say his attack right here was the greatest because he kind of just rolls off the front. Everybody's going to catch him. And we get pretty soon back, especially on this downhill when people recover, back into a state of, no one wants to be up the front. No one wants to take their turns of keeping the pace high. And so it's kind of a game of chicken, which when the pace is slow, so once it gets flat and no one wants to be on the front, those are good times to attack. And so on another day, if I was thinking about it differently, now could be a time once it slows down to really go for the attack. But that's not really how this race seems to be going. All attacks seem to get shut down. I've done my attack earlier. It didn't work. I tried on the hill. Here comes another hill, same one. And Pia still goes on the attack right away. I'm caught a little bit behind, but I get to have the draft all the way on this attack. Like I said, these are slight hills. They're not like super steep where you don't get drafting bonus for being on it. So these attacks weren't going away. Everybody speeds up on the hill. So for me, that hill was a nice one because I didn't have to do the attack. I'm using my power up right before this checkpoint because I'm about to get another one. And now we are on lap 3 of this race. I see as I came over the top, I've got like 5 meters on the person behind me. Not really enough to warrant a breakaway, but maybe if I had attacked here, I could have gotten more and done something with it. I think I'm going to slow the race back down because why not for these last couple of laps, or maybe I'll do them a little bit. Halfway through this lap, I'll slow the race back down so we can watch it again in real time because some exciting things do happen on the second to last lap that I want to point out. But overall, we're getting back into the same thing. No one really wants to attack on these flats and start going extra slow. Like I'm in the front right now, but I don't even care because like obviously it's better to not be in the front, but like this isn't like tiring me out being in the front crazy much as it would in a race when we're going faster. I'm even slowing down. I'm like, why am I in the front? So I'm going down to like 100 watts even, trying to get behind somebody else. And I'm going to slow down the race now. Alright, I put the race down back to real-time speed. So this is, normal stuff, not sped up anymore. Once again, we're going nice and slow. I don't know if it's here that it's about to happen, but pretty soon I think we're gonna see something that kind of changes the way the race goes for a bit. So I'm just waiting to see. I think it's about to happen, and what we can be looking for to always be ready is on the right hand side of the screen, right where you can see what place I'm in. You can also see how many watts per kilogram they're doing. You can see, boom, Moki goes up to 11 watts per kilogram at one point, and he gets a break on everybody. He is gone, and he's still pushing 8.5 watts per kilogram. And that's a way to kind of tell how fast someone's going. And this is the real breakaway chance of the race. This one could have gotten away, and this is where the race becomes exciting. I'm pushing 400 watts just to stay on people. I catch them, and I'm off the front, and I guess, okay, fine, it's my turn to do the work. Or I guess we're on the downhill. Hunter came over me. Hunter's doing a little bit of the work. I'm staying here downhill, not too much. You can see he's doing like 4.4 watts. We're still only doing 4 watts. Steele comes up in front to do some work to chase him down, but we're all picked up the pace doing closer to 300 watts. Going to be heavy to chase this guy down. And I know soon it's going to be my turn. I'm off the front. I'm doing 300 watts now to go chase this guy down. And every bit I'm out in front doing this work, it's getting tiring and this guy's getting away. And what I mean is if I soon feel like I don't want to do any more work off the front, or if I want to give up, we could have infighting going. But right now, I think we're all kind of in the mood to really chase this guy down. I'm doing huge power. I even use my boost, my power up to make the air resistance a little less to just work on chasing him down, and he is still ahead of me. And I'm still the guy off the front. And I'm thinking, okay, I've been off the front now for a bit. Can someone please take over? And well, thankfully, I was worried. I was actually really wanting someone to take over a bit ago. But, you know, hills, what happens on hills, people push hard on hills. P is still the other strong guy that I've kind of scouted out in this race. Uses his leaf power up and quickly breaks over and catches him. And that's a huge thing because he might even try and go in front and try and cooperate with him to make a two-person breakaway. But once he caught him, I think it's clear to be that no one really wants to do work for the others, and we're also all catching him up anyways. But yeah, that was probably the most exciting attack of the race, the one that really put in an effort. And congrats to Moki, because that's the way to do it. You go big with an attack and you keep going. And I think on a different day, maybe if he got it a little bit sooner before the hill or something, or if he was stronger on the hill, he could have gotten away from everybody, and then there could have been some infighting. Because I think with me closing it down, there was a period of time where I was like, I wanted somebody else to come over me, but no one was, so I just had to keep doing the work. And I don't know how much longer I would have been willing to keep doing the work if I had to do it for, 3-4 minutes. Obviously, that wasn't the case. I was still happy to do the work because, we're here to win the race, not fight for second. But that was the real attack, and now we're slowing down again. This is the final lap, though. I know we're all recovering, we're all tired, but, when people are tired, now's the time to attack. So if someone wanted to attack now, could have been a good time to do it. Do it when people are tired. But, people are tired. What happens when people are tired? Well, we all want to rest. So I think that's pretty much what happens. And like I said, Moki, very efficient. Every time he wasn't attacking, which he did that one attack, he's always in the back getting the perfect draft. He's raced a good, smart race. Yeah, we got to the point. We're all getting ready. We're all knowing now who to mark, who you think can be strong. And we're getting towards the end. No one was really dropped this race. Everybody stuck together. I think there was this one guy earlier, but yeah, I don't know what happened to him. The guy right now leading the race in the green hasn't really shown to be much of a concern this race. He's done a couple of attacks, but they're probably similar to my attacks in the sense that they were weak. They didn't really get much gaps. So I've got my eyes on people that I maybe want to mark, and what I am always doing now, especially on this last lap, is I'm looking at the watts per kilogram on the right hand side, and I am trying to see if that ever spikes up, because sometimes you'll see their power spike up before you actually see their character gain that distance or ground on you, and you really want to be able to follow it as soon as possible. So that's really where my eyes are for the rest of this race. Especially if I see like someone like Moki's power go up again like he did before. I want to keep my eyes there because right now he's off my screen. I can't see him, so I don't know if he's moving past. And I would rather be able to react and go stronger right away as opposed to having to put in the power right when I see him on my screen. Um, but that's why it's also a good time for Moki to attack. It's good to attack from the back because then people can't always see it coming if they're not really paying attention. Yeah, we're getting closer to the end. 1.3 miles left. We can see on the race profile on the top right that it's going to get flat. Oh, we can see on the right. I guess some people picked up the pace, but everybody it seemed was ready for it. I was ready for it. No one was getting away. I know right here, Hunter, we're talking, we're chatting on the phone the whole time. He thought when the race picked up there that was it, that was going to be the big attack before the finish line. And so maybe he wasn't exactly ready for it, and so he used his power up to make sure he could stay with us and make it a little bit easier for the beginning part, and was disappointed to find out that we all slowed down again soon after. So there was an attack. I was right on it, so was everybody else. Hunter maybe caught off a little guard, or Hunter thought it was going to go on longer. But yeah, I think the attack died out because everybody was ready for it. Everybody stayed right on the wheels. No one got caught. And here we come. We're now on the flat right before the final hill. And as I said before, my eyes are glued now maybe to the right-hand side of the screen where the scoring is. I'm thinking, I like long attacks. I feel like I tend to do better in a long-ranged attack. So I'm thinking I'll attack on the hill. But at the same time, I'm thinking, well, everybody's going to attack on the hill, so how can I attack somebody who's already attacking on the hill if that was my goal to attack on the hill? So that's my thoughts coming in the hill, but either way, if I'm going to beat people anywhere, I'm a little bit lighter than most people. I don't know what the weights are. I could have looked it up ahead of time. But just in general, I'm a little bit lighter. I do a little bit better on the hills. So I figured no matter what, I should probably attack on the hill and see what happens. But my eyes are glued to the right, and I say, boom, he goes up to 8.7 watts, and I'm instantly, you can see I'm the next guy ready to follow him. And we're going up, and so I use his little leverage. I see he uses his power up. I was actually hoping he would be a little bit stronger here. But like I said, I'm stronger, I'm maybe a little bit lighter, so I go past him on the hill. I want to see how many people I have behind me. I know I'm passing him. I can see 3 meters in the bottom right, but really I'm just going, and now I'm wondering, hey, should I slow down? I don't know if I want to lead people out being in the front, and I wasn't doing the best at reading it, so I start slowing down, and I realize, oh, that's probably a mistake. I think I should have kept going right here. I shouldn't have slowed down at all. Anyways, I see Patil come, and I'm like, oh, that's fine. And then I look over, and I see there's only 800 feet left, and I'm like, oh, God. And I pick up the pace now, realizing, oh, I made a mistake kind of letting him go in front if I sprinted to the end right away. But now 300 feet, there's the finish line. I got to pick it up. We're neck and neck, and I pass him right on the line to keep my strength going, and boom, I take first place. So good race for me. Happy result considering I was a little bit concerned. Yeah, I think Hunter got a little bit caught off guard on just the hill attacks. I think I talked to him afterwards, he's been racing on my mom's bike that's got some shock absorbers, and so he's not able to really stand up and pedal maybe as hard as he normally could have. I know when I look at his activities and stuff, his amount of watts and even his watts per kilogram was still higher than mine. But I know him. He's a strong dude. He can be much higher than mine, I think, especially for these sprint finishes. And so I think he's got to figure out how to get rid of those shock absorbers so he can stand up taller and pedal a little bit harder. Because I do think in terms of sprinting in general, he is a faster sprinter than I. And this wasn't, even though it was an uphill race, that my watts per kilogram might help a little bit. It wasn't super steep at and only like 5% at a couple moments. Um, and so I think if you fix the shock absorbers issue or something, you'll definitely be winning a lot more races, especially these flatterish ones. Anyways, that was this race. If you got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll keep sending you the videos when Tour de Swift Stage 5 comes out, and we race that one. Life updates. Uh, Not much. We did go skiing a little bit over the weekend. That was a good time, and I think we've got a ski trip planned in the next couple of weeks where we'll be going to Colorado, so we're excited for that. And yeah, that's what's on my end. Love you, Opa.